How's it going, guys? Your boy Salty Uchiha, Red Hair Kaneki, 2/3 of the Golden Triangle, Anime Late Night Podcast. Yeah! Shouts out to Senju. And we're here to do Dragon Ball Super episodes 123 and 124, speculations and discussions. So yeah, man. What do you want to see? What do you want to see next episode? Thank you.
I don't know. Now they gotta jump over to Frieza and Gohan, so I still kind of hope we get to at least see parts of Goku Vegeta versus Jiren, and not just completely cut over to the other fight. Cause I don't know, it's just kind of me to clear the mood, you know, like you got all hype for Vegeta new form and shit, and then you just jump over to something else. I'm like, alright. Whatever.
That's kind of how they do. As it pertains to what we saw in the previews, I would say I'm interested in seeing why is it that Gohan went over there to help Frieza out? Because it doesn't look like Frieza's in that much trouble, except for the fact, it's like, until we see what Despo's, like hidden power is or whatever it is that he's holding back on, he's kind of a nuisance. Like, yeah, he's fucking super crazy fast. He has the crazy hearing, and and then he has the he's I already said that, but he's strong. It's a lot stronger than I give him credit for. A whole lot stronger than you give him credit for. But But what else is he actually holding on to? Like, what else is he holding back on? I should say. And whatever it is it really so bad that even Golden Frieza can't handle it at the moment? Or is Golden Frieza still tired?
I doubt that, to be honest. I don't know.
So I guess we'll have to wait and see how that kind of comes through and plays out.
Maybe it's like a different in strategies, where like maybe Gohan's like helping out Frieza take out Despo faster, so they can
concentrate on top of.
Then yeah,
that could be, to be honest. Behind the cakes. It's possible. It's very possible. Whatever. She's right there. Whatever Frieza's. We're at the point in the tournament, I should say, that Frieza should stop toying around.
Yeah.
It's time to get shit done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really just time to kind of get shit done. So maybe that's why Gohan's there, to basically like, hey, let me help you clean this guy up and shit, and then you can help us over here with Toppo.
Yeah.
Or he may even be going past that and be like, yo, Jiren's getting to this next level and we really need your help.
Yeah.
So I guess we can wait and see how that jokes off. I guess the next thing would be Toppo himself, man. Where do you see, do you really see that? I could see 17 telling Gohan to go ahead and help Frieza, but how does 17 face off against Toppo? How does he hold him off effectively, I should say?
I don't know. 17 was able to fight with like Super Saiyan Blue Goku to some extent.
Right.
So I don't know how that's gonna really translate over to fighting Toppo, because I want to say 17 might be able to hold his own against maybe not a full power Toppo. Because right now, like, we see like Toppo, he's
watch out for his lead, bro.
Yeah, no, he's still kind of like holding back a little bit. So like I say, we don't really know what the full strength Toppo can do. It might be stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, so I don't know.
Okay.
But 17 might end up getting knocked out by Toppo.
I feel like 17 is gonna have some trick up his sleeve having to do with his kind of like energy shield or like that energy field, I should say, that he likes to mess around with. So I don't know if if he has some type of strategy with that. It's that and the third. It seems to be very versatile. So I guess we'll have to kind of wait and see how that plays out. I'd like to see something else from him. I don't know if it's possible that 17 can get any stronger, at least in this short amount of time. But anything's really possible. We never really got to see him go all out against Goku, obviously. So we'll have to kind of wait and see how that plays about, because Toppo's obviously, is obviously on a different type of playing field. I feel like he can't beat him by himself. Like 17 is definitely not going to beat Toppo by himself, but he can at least set up the circumstances. But then again, if you end up bringing Frieza into that situation, where it's Toppo versus 17, Gohan, and Frieza, I'm afraid that he would just get even crazy. He would just get even stronger. Because if you're a God of Destruction candidate, then that means something. You know what I mean? That shit has value. So I don't know. It's a good question. I guess we'll just have to look out for that, man. It's scary. Let's see what's next. Like I said, even though it's gonna happen off screen and we're not gonna actually see it, Vegeta versus just skip that. Vegeta and Goku versus Jiren. What do you expect to see if we see anything?
I just want to see what the new Vegeta is capable of. I want to know like what's the drawback of that power might be, or kind of like what's the boost is.
Okay.
Or maybe like is there like a certain ability that he might get from it? Anything?
Anything in particular that you'd like to point out?
Not really. Just looking back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. What you call it? Fuck. Oh man. I don't know. That's a good question. Like the drawbacks to well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, he's running on borrowed time. You know what I'm saying? Like he has only so much energy left, and he's kind of put his last of it in this. And there's just a dude randomly sleeping out there. Wow, bro, I'm going crazy, man. He's just running out of. He's basically on his like last tank, and Goku is too. So essentially, they have to fight together and whatnot. Now the question is, it has to be a balance. I don't think he's just gonna go for like just crazy strength or even just speed. He needs a balance. He needs he needs a very distinct balance. Now, with that being said, seeing what caused him to go into the transformation, is it possible that if they had thrown Bulma and Trunks into that flashback, that could have pushed him clearly to another level, or would he same results? What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, so we're running on a flashback now, huh?
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. I'm just pointing it out, sir.
Come on, man. This ain't no fairy tale.
Wow. Yeah, touche.
We ain't powering up through flashback.
Wow.
This ain't no Naruto.
Jesus.
Come on.
Shit, ain't no Boruto either. Goddamn, we're seeing how that nonsense is going.
Well,
I mean, what?
I don't understand that language.
Yeah.
I don't understand that language, sir.
Yeah.
What's this Boruto thing?
Wow. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. So, had to run and grab that honey baked. First time in like 8 months.
Yeah, so, if you have a honey baked New Year's,
go in there and grab a sandwich, man.
I recommend turkey bacon ranch.
The barbecue stacker and whatnot for sure. It's just delicious. And like I said, talk to the people that are in there, man. They're mad chill. They're mad chill. So, as it pertains to
honey baked, please sponsor us.
Exactly. Emily and I podcast. Honey baked approved. Sinju would love. I think Sinju would like honey baked. Yeah, I think he would. All right, so back on course. So that's for Goku, Vegeta, and Jiren. In the brief, and what would be brief if we see it. Or as we were talking about earlier. I'm sorry. We've been gone for a little bit. Like I said, hopefully the form is stable. Hopefully there's more to it, which we'll have to get down the line. I'm anxious to see what are some of its properties. But I do see one thing that I have a problem with Goku and Vegeta that Jiren just does not have. His power isn't constantly just overflowing like Goku and Vegeta's are. Right. Where it's just like, it's kind of like, you ever see like
being contained.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, where theirs just kind of just fluctuating all over, pulsating. He actually has it. He's actually evolved to the point where he has, he's condensed his power, and that's probably why he has so much of it, and that's why he only uses so little.
And that's why maybe every time he's gotta meditate a little bit.
Yeah, to keep his concentration. So kind of like Katakure in a lot of ways. Because we're talking about that hockey. So I feel like that right there is a major advantage that he has over our heroes that that hopefully they step up and evolve to. With that being said, I don't think we'll see it in the next episode 124. No. Not probably not 125, but 126 and 128. You know, there's possible talks of fusion somewhere. People are saying, I'll throw this out there because that's kind of the point of us doing the show, is that there's talks of Vegeta possibly dying, which makes no sense, by the way.
I mean, if Jiren killed him, he got disqualified.
Why would Jiren? Yeah, exactly. So why would he die? You know what I'm saying? It just wouldn't make any sense for that to happen. But then again, I'm not going to be a total asshole about it because I was saying would Goku possibly die in this tournament? But that was before we actually found out what the rules were. So there you go on that.
I mean, they could still have Jiren kill someone and be disqualified. Are people going to be happy over that kind of way?
But then again, then all you're doing is taking that away from the hit situation with Goku early on. And that's another thing too. I see that there's a lot of recycling of certain situations lately over the last couple of episodes. I'm not saying Toei is not being original. I'm just seeing. I feel like I've seen this before. Just deja vu. That's all I'm saying. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, there's only like 8 minutes left on the clock, man. And Universe 7 still has the number advantage. There's still 5 of them to the Pride Troopers 3. If they can get Despo out of there, that makes 2. But then again, isn't it fair to say that Jiren's just on a whole nother level, but isn't it fair to say that Toppo is like 3 people in himself? So that's kind of scary on how the odds will go. And what happens if there's a tie? If it happens to be Toppo and Vegeta versus Goku and Jiren, and that was and then when the clock ticks down, what happens then? Do you have sudden death, first person to be eliminated?
Yeah.
And
I guess last one standing.
Because they never talk, and that's another thing too. The way the Zen-ohs keep changing the rules,
they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't. Like they don't at all. Which I mean, I guess them erasing the universes just kind of heighten the tension of the situation. But in truth, it don't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's whatever they want.
It's whatever they want. Yeah. So I guess that's just something to think about. You guys can kind of give us some feedback. One thing I wanted to throw out there was Goku borrowing techniques from people and essentially making them better or using them smarter. That's kind of just how Goku does. Shouldn't be surprised by that. Jiren, as it pertains to Goku's proximity mines, which is basically what they were. When Jiren stepped on the first one and he avoided it, or he even used the impact to throw himself into the air, I think he did that to test it. And then after that, once he knew exactly what the strength level of was it, because obviously Goku would have been consistent with each and every orb, or each and every bomb, however you want to word it. I think Jiren was like, "This is no threat to me."
Or it could be he's doing that just to throw Goku off.
Well,
Goku is expecting him to be in the blast.
That's true. But then again, Jiren isn't above intimidation tactics. You know what I'm saying? Like him flexing his energy kind of proves that. And to be honest with you, it's scary. Because at least in the anime, we don't know a lot about him. In the manga, obviously, they're starting to try to flush him out a little bit. Like I said earlier, like I said last week, guys, we will cover the manga. Actually, maybe the first episode we'll do it Friday, maybe. Because we kind of need to get started on that. So yeah, I'll probably brush up on a couple of chapters. I think we're only like 6 or 7 chapters out. I could easily breeze through that in a day, half a day. But I don't know. But we do know that whatever Jiren's wishing for, he really wants no one else to get it. So I'm anxious to see what it is. I don't think he's going to wish for power because why would he want that? He already has that.
I mean, he's saying he wants to be beyond strength, so we don't know what that means.
But is this something that you would consider worth wishing for? You would think it'd be more meaningful if he was just able to obtain it. You know what I'm saying, on his own.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That goes back into whether he wants to wish somebody else back.
A female version of it.
Maybe. As long as she's thick. Shout out to Heavenly Controller. As long as she's thick. I don't know. It'll be anxious to I'll be anxious to see how that works out, if it goes anywhere. What about you, man? Is there any particular point you want to add? Something that we're missing?
To be honest, I think that's pretty much it, though.
All right. All right, guys. Sorry about that, man. There's really nothing else. Like, like I said, we're down to the last 8 minutes, and we're down to, we're down to our last 8 fighters. Basically, it's pretty much point shoot outside of any changes by the Zen-ohs. I will say that the Grand Priest mentioning Vegeta's growth means that he's paying attention. He's not just looking at it, but he's really paying attention to them, which he seems to be fascinated by the Saiyans since almost the top. So it is what it is. Which leads to me another question: that does every universe? Obviously, maybe every universe does not have the Saiyans, but it's very obvious though that Universe 7 has the Yardrax, and so does Universe 2, and they're not twin universes.
I mean, they're probably like different type of Saiyan, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, Universe 6 is theoretically a different type of Saiyan, but
maybe like Universe 7 and 6 is the only universe where the Saiyan actually survived.
Possibly. I don't know. Something to look into, guys. But all right, guys. So this was the conclusion of discussions and speculations for Dragon Ball Super episode 123 and 124. As well as some random talk. Thank you guys very much for listening in. Friday will be shenanigans and maybe even quick manga review for Dragon Ball Super. We'll try to get caught up. So look out for that. No One Piece this week.
Nope.
So we'll see you guys next week. Today is Wednesday, so One Piece should go up today. This should go up Thursday, if not Friday. More likely Thursday though. All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening in. Very much appreciate it. It's your boy Salty Uchiha, Red Hair Kaneki, and for Shinju, we will holler at y'all later.